Hi, welcome back to the Smart Car for Arduino Assembly Tutorial series. In the last video, we've opened the box and known the components inside, and we've also tested the servos. So in this video, we'll start to assemble the car. First, assemble the front wheels. Take out a driven wheel, the acrylic plates, and place the bearing into the plate. Put the plate on side, and then insert an M4 by 25 screw into the plates and the wheel. And screw the self-locking nut. Here you may need a cross-socket wrench to fix the nut. Screw them tight. And try to move a bit to see if it is loose. Pay attention not to over-tighten the nut so the wheel can rotate smoothly. Then assemble the other front wheel. Next, assemble the deflecting plate and the front wheel. Stick the plates to the plate fixed with the wheel. Then take out 5 M3 by 8 screws, 2 M3 by 20 copper standoffs, and 1 M3 by 30 standoff. Then fasten the plate and the wheel with the standoff and screws. Pay attention to assemble the longer standoff on the other side. Then assemble the longer plate with the wheels. Fasten with the screws. After the assembly, spin the wheel a bit and check whether the screws are tightened and also the wheel can spin smoothly. Next, we connect a rocker arm of the servo onto the plate. First, take out the rocker arm of the MG995 servo. The servo screws are within the longer 4 of the 5 screws. Fix the rocker arm with the screws. So the front wheel part is finished. Next, we'll assemble the rear lower plate with the rear wheel. First, take out the plate. Then the 2 gear reducers. Insert the plate into the lower plate. Then place the gear reducer on the lower plate, beside to the plate just inserted, and put the other plate on the opposite side of the gear reducer. Take out an M3 by 30 screw. Insert it through the plate and the gear reducer. Then insert another M3 by 30 screw. Take out 2 M3 nuts. Fasten them to the screws. Tighten them with the screwdriver. In the similar way, assemble the other gear reducer. Next, connect the rear top plate with the copper standoffs. Take out the top plate and 9 M3x8 screws and 9 M3x10 copper standoffs. Then fix the standoffs onto the plate. Here you may need to pay attention to the direction of the acrylic plate. Then the deflecting top plate. Take out the acrylic plates. Insert an M3x12 screw across them, and then screw with an M3 self-locking nut. Also pay attention not to over-tighten, so the plate can move smoothly. Next, we're gonna connect the chassis with the servo and the assembled part just finished. Take out the MG995 servo, the M4x12 screw pack, and also the M4x30 copper standoffs. Stick the servo into the hole on the plate. Take 2 standoffs and 2 M4 screws. Fix the standoffs behind the servo with the screws. Then place the deflecting top plates, just finished, onto the servo. Insert the screws into the holes on the plate and into the standoffs, so as to fix them. Then fix the servo on the chassis with the screws. Take out the acrylic plates and fix them beside the servo and behind it. Connect them with the screws and nuts. Since the plate is quite small, you may need to pay attention to tighten the screws carefully. Then take out 4 M3x8 screws and 4 M3x10 copper standoffs. These are to connect other devices to the traces. Then take out the acrylic plate for the battery holder. Cross the ribbon through the plate. Pay attention here. One side of the ribbon should be longer and the other should be shorter. With the ribbon, you may remove the batteries easily. Then connect the plate with the battery holder. Take out 2 M3x14 countersunk screws and M3 nuts. Place the battery holder and the plate onto the traces. Insert the screws. Fix them with the nuts. So this part is finished. Let's move on. Connect it with the wheel part. Place the traces on side of the deflecting plate. Take out the shortest screw among those packaged with the MG995 servo. Connect the traces to the plate with the screw. Tighten the screw. Move the wheels and the chassis a bit. Make sure it is smooth. Then align the holes in the plate with the standoffs. Insert the screws and then tighten them. Move the wheels again. Then the front part of the car is finished. Next, we are going to connect the rear lower plate with the part we just finished. Take out 3 M3x12 screws and 3 M3 nuts. Also an M3x10 copper standoffs. Insert the screws, fasten them with the nuts, and then the copper standoff. Then the rear top plate is finished assembly. Then tighten the screws. Then take out the rear lower plate, onto which the gear reducers are assembled already. Then fasten the wheels on. Then fasten the 2 rear plates with 8 M3x8 screws and 4 M3x25 copper standoffs. Align the holes on the rear top plate with the copper standoffs. Insert the screws. Tighten them. Pay attention to assemble the copper standoffs below the plate, which is the face on which the gear reducers are assembled. Then place the chassis on side of the rear lower plate. Pay attention that the wires of the gear reducers should be forward. Insert the screws. Tighten them with the screwdriver. So now the mechanical part of the car is finished. Next, we'll assemble the boards and modules onto the car. First, the Sunfounder Uno board. Fix them with the screws. Then plug the sensor shield on side. Then the DC motor driver module in the middle of the car. Then the step-down DC to DC converter module beside the Uno board. Insert the screws. Last, the switch module, which is to switch on and off the car. So now the basic assembly is finished.